Some people call me a complainer and say that I whine too much and complain too much about me not seeing what I want to see out of products, especially new products that are coming to market, because I feel that in many ways they've failed to connect with the target audience, or that they've failed to basically fill in the reason for being that they're supposed to fill. One of the videos that I had made recently about Lincoln has the Continental, and the Continental was barely selling, especially once the Navigator came out. And I made that video a couple of months ago, and sure enough, not long after I made that video, Ford decides to come out and announce that they're going to give up on their small cars with the exception of the Mustang. Maybe Ford, the reason why is because the cars are small, and perhaps it's also because you have those shitty, boring engines, those little bullshit V6s with those twin turbo hair dryers that nobody wants. Maybe, idiots, what you should do is you should follow Dodge's example. So let's take a look at the 2019 Dodge Challenger update that Chrysler has released. So basically, for the 2019 Dodge Challenger, what they're doing is they're offering a new hood that is supposed to harken back to the days of classic Dodge cars and their classic hoods. Now, up till now, Dodge has actually been doing a really good job with their hood upgrades, such as the shaker models, which has a really cool see-through hood with a shaker on it. And also, obviously, the Hellcat hood, which I still am very disappointed that the Dodge Durango doesn't have a single interior scoop, and it gets the exact same ports that the Jeep SRT gets, because it really doesn't make sense for a Hellcat hood to be on a vehicle that's not a Hellcat. But be that as it may, it seems that they've decided that instead of going back to the drawing board and redesigning the entire product, Dodge is actually doing the smart thing and sticking with the LX platform for right now and simply upgrading it with, basically new features and whatnot. Like, for instance, these cars are basically $30,000 cars. Some madman at Dodge, who must be related to me by blood, decided that what we're going to do is we're going to take these huge, big-ass cars that everybody mocks and calls them whales and ships and boats and this, that, and other. So somebody said, you know what we're going to do? What we're going to do is we're going to take a $30,000 car, we're going to throw a new hood on it, we're going to put a bigger, faster, more powerful, more heavy iron block engine in it. We're going to throw a big-ass, old-school technology, ancient technology, Hellcat supercharger in this motherfucker, and we're going to put so much fucking power in it that even the Germans wouldn't be able to compete, because right now, European greener liberal losers are destroying the car industries over there, attacking Volkswagen over their smog emissions, going after Mercedes and BMW for not being green enough. So what some madman did was they said, yeah, fuck all of that bullshit. What we're going to do is we're going to make these things fucking monsters. They're going to be big, huge, and fucking fast. And you're going to be able to fit a whole goddamn family in these things. Even the Challenger only got 2 doors. You're going to be able to put 5 people up in this motherfucker. Now, whoever that guy is who's working there, I would like to applaud that man. Unfortunately, these new people that they got working there, I don't think these guys are seeing eye to eye with what the fans expect anymore. First of all, they need to change this product slightly. Yes, they do need to make it. I'll tell you like this, they need to make it bigger. Like right now, Dodge is one of the only companies that is doing the smart thing. They're giving you a fucking huge car that has a powerful engine instead of one of these bullshit cars with these stupid V6s or these shitty ass turbo 4-cylinders that have been turbocharged with fucking hair dryers. So they're doing the smart thing for now. They have a big car. You don't have to get an SUV. You don't have to get a crossover. Lincoln fucked up. Meanwhile, if you were to get in a Chrysler 300, you'd most likely be more comfortable in the 300 or even the Charger than you would in their quote-unquote flagship Lincoln Continental, which should have been bigger, but right now is not bigger. So they fucked that up. All they had to do, now they know we're Americans. We're not these fucking Europeans, and we're not these goddamn Asians either. We're fucking huge. I'm 6'6". The average person I know is damn near 6 something. And the average person I know, we're Americans. We're morbidly fucking obese, okay? When we walk into Kiev, we walk into Walmart, wherever you want to go, we have a million choices of food, but we only got 2 shitty choices for president. So the thing about it is, you add that to a toxic environment where everybody is basically undiagnosed depressed. Americans are fucking huge. That's the bottom line. If you're gonna make these little shitty ass small cars stupid Ford, then you're gonna sit back and watch them shit sit on the lot and not sell. And I told you this a long time ago, back when you made that shitty show and that stupid shit MKS. I told you this a long time ago. Cadillac, they understood. They woke up. They made the CTS bigger. They made the ATS the size of the old CTS. Then they made the CT6, so forth and so on. Americans don't want these little ass cars. In fact, when I'm out on the road and I look at these small women, tiny women who are like smaller than 5 feet tall, they're driving massive fucking crossovers. They're driving Dodge Durangos. They're driving Escalades because their rich ass husband bought them a big ass Escalade. They're driving Navigators. They're driving all these big things. Americans don't want small cars. I don't know how I could squeeze that into your stupid heads. Americans don't want small cars. And Fisker, for instance, they're bringing back that stupid Karma. Hey, guess what? The reason why it failed in the first place was because the Tesla Model S was bigger than it. And then you guys kept fucking up and you stored all the things in New Jersey and then they got flooded by Hurricane Sandy. Guess what, guys? If you can't fit in your cars, we're not buying them. We're not going to try to fit in them. We're not going to squeeze into them like these loser Europeans. We're not going to do it. We're going to let that shit sit on the lot and we're going to let it rot. SUVs and crossovers are outselling cars. Meanwhile, Dodge, Challenger, Charger, those are the highest selling muscle cars, outselling Mustangs, outselling even Camaros, which is amazing. The Dodge Challenger was outselling even the Camaros for a long period of time, even after all those stupid Transformers movies. Poor Bumblebee only got 650 horsepower and would have gotten his ass kicked if the Hellcat got a Decepticon model. He would have gotten his ass kicked out there on television. And I'm surprised they didn't put a CTSV in the movie. So anyway, if you're going to make these stupid small little cars, we're going to let them shit sit on the lot. We're going to let them rot. Bottom line is, with Dodge, yes, you've got the Challenger. It's the biggest two-door I've ever seen. It's fucking huge. It's like, I think the only thing bigger is like a Mercedes S-Class coupe. You got to do something about that car. You got to redesign it somehow. You got to give it a better interior. If you're going to stick with the LX platform for any length of time, if this is what you're doing for 2019, okay, fine. I'm not a fan of this hood. I don't know how anybody else feels about it. I'm not a fan of it. It passes, though. I mean, it's an old school look. I mean, there's some people who like that old school look, like the Barracuda, the Plymouths. There's some people who like that old school look. I don't like it. The Hellcat hood is my favorite hood, obviously. The SRT hoods aren't bad either, but the Hellcat hood really is the best hood they got. I also obviously love the Demon hood. The Demon hood is really awesome when you have the wide body kit. See, if you don't have that wide body kit, the Demon hood doesn't match. Now, as far as this hood goes, I don't know if it'll just be on the regular Challenger or if in the end it'll be on both the regular Challenger and the wide body. But ultimately, it's obvious that the end of this car's lifetime is basically coming. Because the thing about it is that if this is what they're showing right now for 2019, I've been saying it for a while that I believe that they're going to make a wide-body Charger Hellcat. Now, that would be really, really awesome if they make a wide-body Challenger Hellcat. That would be really awesome. But my problem is that up until now, there's been like no real new news about new products. It's like they haven't teased anything yet. Now, a new hood, yeah, that's all cool and dandy, but we need new products because to tell you the truth, right now it's like I'm kind of getting bored with just seeing updates to the Challenger. They put out the Challenger Demon. I don't know if they have any plans of putting that Demon engine in the Hellcat Charger, which kind of really doesn't make sense unless what they were going to do was take all of their supercharged cars and add high-octane fuel capacity abilities to them. Now, that would be kind of interesting, but then the problem is you'd be pushing that price up through the 80s because right now a wide-body Challenger Hellcat is still, that's $80,000 you're talking about because it's basically 78,000. It's 8,000 added on to the 70,000. So I don't think they really want to be pushing these things up through the 80s. And the problem is with that high octane fuel system, it's like you have to drive the car, break it in first, and then you have to take it back so that they can install it. So it's basically factory warranted, factory installed equipment that has been installed after the fact in order to get past emissions regulations. Now, could Dodge create a market out of thin air for high-octane fuel? I mean, I can't imagine how long this race car fascination, I can't imagine how long this is going on. Because the thing about it is, as we go on, electric cars are gaining more and more ground, and then you got these regulations that are probably going to be put back in after Trump's pushed out of office after he becomes a one-term president. And my thing is, if they're going to create a market for this kind of technology, tires and shit, drag radials and this, that, and other, they're creating their own drag tires for the Demon. It's like, if they're going to go that route, oh yeah, it could probably be kind of successful, but the problem is, after a while, people are going to get bored with that. So I haven't seen anything about new products being released. They claim that they were supposed to be releasing a new Charger and a new Challenger eventually on a platform that they're using with Maserati and Alfa Romeo, so that they're going to have like a global car or something. Because right now, the big problem with Dodge is Dodge isn't really sold in countries that have right-hand drive cars. They only sell Chryslers and they sell Jeeps in those countries. So my question is, it's like, if they're going to move to a global platform that's right or left-hand drive, it's like, how much further can they really push this engine technology? Because obviously downsizing is something that these corporations, that's all they want to do. They want to downsize, they want to charge the same amount, but they want to downsize, they want to give you less. Hopefully Dodge doesn't fall into that trap, but right now I really just don't know, because they haven't teased anything. Like, I haven't heard anything. And it's not just Dodge. Right now, nobody has like anything new to market. It's like the only thing I've seen new is like the G90, the Kia big car. I forget what it was, the K900 and the Stinger. It's like those are the only things, and obviously nobody really wants any of that except for people, who really like Hyundai and Kia. Mercedes hasn't released anything new. They haven't even been really talking about much new except like CLS class variants that you can't really afford unless you make over over $150,000 a year. But I just really hope that whatever Dodge is going to do, that they'll actually tell us, because right now a lot of people, they're saving money. They're thinking, oh yeah, I want to really buy a Hellcat and this, that, and other, as ridiculously expensive as a Hellcat, a Jeep SRT, or even a Trackhawk are. It's like, I know they're going to change this product, but I really would like them to, let us know about it. I'd like to hear something, and they can tell us, because when you really think about it, there's no other company out there that can copy a Dodge product. Nobody's putting a V8 with a fucking supercharger in their car. You know damn well Ford ain't doing it. You know GM ain't doing it. Their superchargers are boring at this point. 650 horsepower, shit, I had that years ago. So my thing is, it's like, I hope Dodge will like let us know what's going on, and I hope they'll do more than just throw hoods and shit and add-ons onto the Challenger, because as much as I like the Challenger, it's a car I would never buy, you know. But hopefully they'll do something. In fact, I'd really like to see them take a Maserati GT and do something special with that and make a Dodge product out of that. So you'd have like a really sporty, something like a two-door Charger. I think that would be really cool. But right now, they really need a new product, because right now, you think about it, Chrysler only has two cars. They got the 300 and they got the Pacifica. So you've got one car that you've basically given up on. You haven't even given us a SRT. You haven't given us a Hellcat. And then you got a fucking minivan. And now the minivan's nice, don't get me wrong. But you only have two cars. That doesn't make sense. So, I mean, can you stay afloat with two cars? I don't think so. I really don't think so. And then you got Jeep. Everybody seems to love Jeep. Jeep is their big money maker. Okay, no problem there. And then there's Dodge, and Dodge is basically all these performance cars. And you got the Journey. They're supposedly supposed to give us a SRT Journey. They're supposed to give us other products, but right now, I just haven't heard anything. So I'm hoping to hear something. But right now, this video is really, really just supposed to be about this new the new Challenger hood. And I mean, yeah, it's okay, but I really expect to see more, and I expect to see it soon.